Hmm. Najma. Hi.
Hi, Isaac. Hello. I'd like to share that the day after the retreat, there was such a feeling of just being in the body, or being, you know, not distracted by also the digital everything, and more like, yeah, it's a very good feeling to, yeah. And very known also, but yeah, yeah, yeah. I was a bit more trying to do it right. Was still
Isn't it
feeling
lovely that you see it and it brings a smile? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
These old friends, yeah.
Yeah. Mhm. Mhm. And I'd like to share something, Isaac. I was in a WhatsApp call with my youngest brother and sister, and they were amazed. Normally it's very easygoing, but now they were amazed that I had not yet taken a vaccine. And I suddenly saw when this sort of attack comes and unexpected, and I didn't have a proper response in the moment. Something I realized later came more, yeah, and it really took me off center, and I thought, wow, to stand your ground, and I'm not even sure if I will take it, if I want to travel, or because of family pressure, also that. I'm just not sure, but it was a confrontation, yeah. So touched by feeling this really deeper relaxation in the body, even in the jaws, in the, yeah. Mm.
Thanks, Leslie.
Thank you. And I wasn't so much connecting with you somehow. everything felt fine, but
it felt sweet and easy and
yeah,
present.
yeah, but I was less aware of your body anyway.
Yeah,
Just
no
noticing.
worries. Esther.
Was kan je...
Mr. Omar, Rebecca.
Oh. There's been a lot of in my, I can feel in my body, my nervous system, a feeling of I'm almost overwhelmed all the time, and a lot of tension, and I can feel that like this, the filter that that it always lives through in me is huge this last time, and I'm finding this quite difficult. It's like it's almost in a freeze a lot of the time, and just doing my best to bring it down and to it's finding it difficult when also there's lots of thoughts of feelings of sort of being isolated, because around me I feel like everyone around me is very, very into the COVID safety and the vaccines, and even my boyfriend, and I'm feeling it's very difficult for me.
So I totally understand. I get it. And then just taking this moment, just right here, right now, to just stop and chillax. Enjoying not having to believe anything, not having to go into agreement with anything, just resting, if you'd like.
Yeah.
If we were within physical, the possibility of contacting, I would offer you my hand or some kind of contact. Because we don't have that, you can just imagine that you have my hand. just getting the sense of that feeling of touch. And whatever's appearing on the screen, whether it be overwhelm or freeze or whatever, there's awareness of it. And that awareness, it's not in the game, it's beyond. It's beyond, And it's ever present, it's always here. Yeah? So it's okay, we're in this strange escalation of craziness, absolutely craziness. But we don't have to participate. It's like being like the lotus that grows in the mud, but it's beautiful, it's fragrant, it grows in the mud, but it's not off the mud, so to speak. You don't have to argue with anybody. You don't have to convince them. You don't have to go into agreement with them. You just, with your own knowing and happily there, and whatever else is going on. I mean, just...
One other thing that's come up is that I know some people I'm in contact with, and I've been having a meeting. We're meeting up tomorrow evening, and I haven't told my boyfriend because I know that he doesn't like to hear that, he thinks I'm just anti everything. So I'm not saying, but then I feel, oh, this is strange, and I feel like we're getting more separate, and then thoughts I start worrying about.
Yeah, again, I understand there's like, we have these ideas about being honest.
Yeah.
But, I mean, we don't, it's the reason that it seems important is because that there might be an upset. But if you were just going out to a coffee with someone, you may or may not even tell him.
Yeah.
It's so it's because it's a loaded subject, and you kind of
yeah. It's in me that I know there may be I may start acting different with him,
So part of the fun of this is learning in a way. It's how to speak about stuff without, in just a simple way. Like, I'm heading out to see a few friends.
Yeah.
And so.
Yeah, that's been happening. Seeing a lot of my reactions to his reactions, and also what's going on in my body, and so.
Yeah, so lots of exploring. I mean, quite an amazing time to really explore deeply, because there is so much conditioning to want to be in harmony with everybody and have agreement and be on the same page and all that stuff.
Yeah. Oh God.
I mean, there's so many subtleties to explore, Rebecca, because, like the way you spoke, my boyfriend. There's this character.
Don't start. This has already been coming up and changing because the relationship has been changing, and so it's it's really strange. But I come back to we want to hang out together. Oh God. Oh God.
Yeah, really, in the end, what can we hold on to? Not much.
Oh.
But we're pretty practiced at letting go of everything. Every night when we go to sleep, we let go of everything, and it's not such a big deal. And if you really look, what do we really know? Not much. We know we're here, that's about it. Different ideas come and go, different positions come and go.
A friend said the other week, it's how amazing to be around in these times. And I thought, I don't feel that at all. It's so big, this sort of quiet freak out. It's just finding it difficult to calm down.
But just take a moment. When you tune in to the world's population, what's the general field of humanity at this moment? Really calm and peaceful? Not exactly. So you're feeling that, okay? So you're sensitive. But it has nothing to do with you. It's just, this is what's going on the world stage. People are polarized and upset with each other, and upset with the lockdowns, and upset with being upset with being upset. I mean, it's endless.
Yeah.
So it's not personal. God, I watched a video today in South Africa. Like, there were people queuing up more than a mile long to get into a supermarket. There's no food in the markets, and these guys are desperate. My God.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh. Now it's back, thanks. All this. Oh, God.
Shit.
Oh. Thank you.
Yeah.
I love all of you. I love this place. It means, it's just so much more important now, although I often can't Zoom. My migraines, triggers sometimes. But
Yeah.
it's really lovely. Thank you.
Thanks. Yeah, thanks for being here, Rebecca. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, ciao. Horatio.
Hi.
Hi.
I just love this.
Hi, Lily.
Hi everybody. Hi, Asa.
Anything you want to speak, Liliana?
Just feels like something's trying to come away from this part of the body. Like I can't say head and I can't say, oh, wow. Like opening my eyes is gonna help it along. Oh. It's fine. Oh. It's so connected with the heart, whatever that is. I welcome all those movements. I welcome all of them. I hope to happen the way they need to. Oh.
How it seems to me is that there's some idea of how it should be, of some way to get to, of how to be, or something like that.
It's always in part of my life, my everyday, but right now I don't hear or see that. But it's probably okay. Right. Oh.
So,
wow.
So, there's awareness here,
Mm.
and there's whatever is on the screen, so to speak.
Yeah. Yes.
And most often, the attention goes to what's on the screen and forgets awareness, and it gets busy with what's on the screen and the interpretation of it and what it means about us and all that stuff. And there's no peace. There's no peace there. There's just
no.
So it's just a fundamental. I could say it's like opportunity to see that actually the resting with your attention, including awareness, and then whatever's on the screen, yes, it come and go. It does come and go. You can't hold on to any of it.
Mm.
So then it gets a little easier actually, because there's no measuring of it and trying to change it and fix it and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
Okay. Because I was gonna say that I've had such beautiful changes, and last night I couldn't sleep for a while, and instead of going, because the mind was going, and instead of following that, I really went into the heart, and there's a movement and shifts and happening. It's difficult to do it during the day when you're in that environment that I happen to be in now, and but yeah, I heard what you said, and yeah, it's a great reminder. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah. Nika.
Hi, Isaac.
Hi, Nika.
Let me just pin you.
Okay.
You're pinned. You know, I was wondering, when resting as this awareness, it's very peaceful.
Yeah.
What is it that pulls the system into suffering? What is it that is it the focus of attention? Is it the identification of the mind, the story, with an expectation that something has to be different? Because when resting as this, there is no suffering right now.
There's zero suffering, and it's beyond the whole story. So to me, it seems like there's no way that consciously the movement into suffering would happen. So it would always be an automatic, unconscious movement. That's all. And by virtue of the fact that it's automatic and unconscious, nobody's doing it. And then at some moment, there's noticing of that movement, and then either an inquiry that just drops us back to this resting, or somehow it kind of goes into a vortex. It just pulls our attention anyway into a spin of thoughts and feelings and ideas. But the resting is so simple and so profound, actually, if you want to call it anything. It's just like it's truly beyond the beyond of the beyond. It's like,
Yes.
yeah.
So the attention is being pulled.
I would say there's an automatic movement somehow. It's like, there's been conditioning from conception, and carrying trauma from ancestry, and just whilst we were in the womb, there was conditioning going on. Whilst we, in the first years, there was conditioning happening, and we live in like this. Like this. You just watch how much programming there is. You just drive down the street. There's all these billboards and ideas, everywhere, and to rest and as this beauty at the source of everything. Most people haven't been invited, they've never tasted, they don't even know it's possible. So there's a kind of running on automatic.
And it's maybe not even recognized, this resting.
Exactly.
And if the mind is always trying to find out what it is, it's a mental construct, isn't it?
Well, you know, what we call the mind is a thought. If there's no thought, there's no mind. So, you know, we hear, and what's wrong with right here unless we think about it? It just is the way it is. But one thought is enough, and then suddenly just the joy of being is overlooked for the thought. And the chemicals that get released around the thought and the feelings and all that stuff, it goes pretty quick.
And would you say that some systems have a very active mind with thoughts going on, and others maybe rather quiet?
You know, it's like this. It's like every expression of life has had different input, so to speak. You know, if someone was brought up in a home where the parents were fighting all the time and didn't have an easy time with life, and they never got the attention and you could say that built a sense of all is well. For them, it would be tricky until that starts to get explored and come to peace. And some people have had really secure attachment, and you know, so it's like we can try and question why that happens, why some people are born and have that good fortune, other people not, but I don't think it's useful. There's no way to know that. Some people try and give a concept to that, like karma or something like that, but it just is like it is. And actually, oftentimes people that get interested in this get interested because there's been suffering. And so I'd say most people actually come to this kind of inquiry because there's been suffering and they want to, and something wants to come out. And if they're lucky, they meet someone who could point them. Otherwise, no chance. The beauty that I've seen is that even people that have had terrible family circumstances and have the capacity to come and rest deeply in the peace. So, yeah.
Yeah, what a blessing.
Yeah, what a blessing.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thanks.
thank you. Yeah. Yes. Maria.
Hi.
Hi, Maria.
Hi.
Oops. You know, maybe lift your microphone just a little bit because it's catching your breath and it's making quite, yeah, like that. Maybe that's better, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank
for
you.
telling.
Yeah, thank you. It's still catching your breath. It's like Maybe move it a little bit more one way or another, yeah. Or just a little bit higher, maybe move it a bit higher, like this way. Yeah, and then see if it picks up your sound. Yeah, yeah, then I can hear you, but it's not picking up your breath.
Okay.
Anything you'd like to speak?
No, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks. Now, Katrina.
Hi,
Hi.
Isaac. Hi, everybody. So good to be here.
When we rest together, I'm curious what comes on your screen. What do you notice? Without right or wrong or good or bad, just a gentle noticing.
Just feels openness.
Yeah,
It's an
beauty.
openness today.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Space.
Just receiving this moment, huh?
Yes, I feel like I receive. Yeah, I can receive more. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
How beautiful. Yeah.
Mm. Thank you.
Thank you. Shubha.
Namaskar, Isaac.
Namaskar, Shubha.
If I could just stay with you for some time.
Yeah, with pleasure. How can you describe this?
The strong sensation inside the body.
Sorry, I missed the first word.
There is a strong sensation in the body.
Yes, and there's awareness of that sensation, right?
Correct. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
The left side of the body feels different than the right.
Mm. And there's awareness of that. That awareness that's always present, ever present. That awareness in which the entire universe, time, space, matter, energy appears. Try to speak of that.
Knowing.
And it's knowing. Yes. Yes.
Silent.
Yes. So then if I ask you the deepest question there is, who are you?
I don't know.
So we can eliminate, yeah? Are you thoughts and feelings?
That
They
comes
come and go,
goes,
yeah? Yes. The body is changing every second.
Yes.
So beyond form, beyond name, beyond thought, beyond sensations, beyond experience. And we don't have a word for that. Not the personality, not the identity, not... Yeah.
Body doesn't like it at all.
I don't know. I think the body can learn to love it. At first, it's a bit strange because it's like losing orientation. You know, life for most expressions of what we call people has been very busy with getting somewhere, with measuring, with ideas, beliefs. And what's beyond all of that? Here now. Beyond all of that. Something we can't say what that is.
I have a question regarding making decisions. How do you know if it's coming from conditioned mind or it's not coming from there? Like any decisions, for example, vaccine.
Yeah. So let's play. Who makes decisions? Who is it that makes the decision?
No one.
No one. Yeah. Now, around making decisions, there's been a lot of conditioning. You know, you have to make the best decision. You have to make the right decision, all this stuff. But I mean, we can never know because a decision happens, you could say, and then 5 minutes later you go, wow, that was a great decision. Maybe 10 minutes later you go, oh, that was terrible. But, you know, you'll only know the moment you die whether it was a good decision or not. And it's too late. So, but, you know, it's like, there's been research by scientists just looking at this question of decisions, and they find that a decision happens, and then we become aware of the decision and we say, I made it. So it seems to me that decisions happen within, like, for example, if you're walking down the street and there's a broken bottle or a fresh pile of dog poop or something, if you see it, you don't have to decide, I'm not going to walk into it or I'm not going to step on it. If you don't see it, it's just luck. You walk into it or you don't walk into it. And then do you decide whether you see it or not? That's not up. Yeah, this is not up to you also. So same thing like the story with vaccines. I mean, if you know, you watch, there's this whole push to get everybody vaccinated, and you look at and you just, something smells right about it, or it smells, it doesn't have a healthy smell, and you go, thank you, no thanks. Or thank you, look, I'm scared, and I think that this is the way to go to, and you do it. I mean, this, you know, it's just like, so you believe somehow what they tell you on the television. But if you, so it's hard to say. It just depends where you get information from. So
I don't think there is an element of fear or just that if I need to travel tomorrow and
yeah. So this is
the situation
the carrot,
they have made.
Yeah. See, for me, how it works in me, it's like there's these drug companies that have zero liability, that have all been found and done, I mean, lots of corrupt things. And there's this organization called World Health Organization, the head of which is a man that was involved with genocide in his own country. You know, if you look him up and see what he's been involved in. And they encouraging everybody. And there's trillions of dollars involved. And this is experimental, no long-term studies. For me, I look at it and go, if I want to travel, I'll wait a little bit until I can see more, because traveling is not so important to risk my life. You know, that's how it registers for me. But everybody has their own parameters that they look through. I can't tell anybody else how to look. I can just say how it seems to me. So for me, it's very clear. Yeah. So but everybody's got their own ideas, you know, and so I can just tell you how it seems to me, and then you see what something either goes well. Traveling is very important to me. Maybe, you know, maybe there are some risks, and it's worth it to me. Or no, I wait a little bit.
Yes. To be honest, I want to go to Raman Ashram for a few weeks, and it has been a desire for some time now. So.
Yeah, I understand. It's a pull, yeah. But you see, you do it or you don't.
Thank you, Ajahn.
The ashram will be there, the ashram will be there in a year or two, I promise you. And by then we'll know a lot more.
Correct.
So,
Correct. I agree.
and really, what the word Ramana means, I'm sure you maybe know this, is indweller of every heart. The indweller of every heart. And so you can find Ramana in
There.
your own heart, here and now. And of course, yes, I understand wanting to go there.
I've had
been
that
there.
experience. Yes. I've had that experience a couple of times.
Yes, beautiful. Yeah, good. So very good
Thank
to
you,
spend a little time and explore. Yes.
Thank
you. Yeah. Bettina.
Hello.
Hi.
Thank you, Shupa, for sharing this. And I have a question too. With the vaccine here, it's totally clear. It's totally clear in me. Nobody can tell me to do that.
Yes, I understand.
But what is the little things between make a test or wear a mask? I'm invited for marriage and they want that I make a test. And I really don't want that, but there's a lot of around this and I don't really know.
So again, I can just tell you what I've seen.
Yes.
The test itself, you know, they want to stick it all the way up your nose into this very sensitive part that's right close to your brain. And people have checked what's on those tests, and there's this stuff called a very bad substance on there that.
Yes, I know that.
It's not. Yeah. So for me, again, it's the same question.
Yes.
I'm not interested.
But
so,
I can make it. I can make a short test. Wie heißt das? Schnelltest at home.
Yes.
Here, by my own.
If you can do it by yourself, then it's no problem.
Yes. But it's really a fake to the others because it's not relevant. It's a fake.
It's a fake because you know it depends on how high they set the test. If they set it high enough, everybody has corona.
Yes.
If they set it at the right level, the guy that invented the test said, "Look, was never meant for this." That's one thing. So, and masks. In this country, if you say you're exempt, no one can ask you for your exemption even. That's it. From what I've seen, from looking at, I don't know how many hundreds of videos, those masks do nothing.
And I know.
Yeah, and except make you sick because it stops your flow of oxygen and then bacteria builds up on the inside. So I don't. And if people ask me to wear a mask, I say I'm exempt. That's it.
Yes,
just simple for me.
There's not much courage for that. And I would love to do that, but oh man. Because
what to do?
Yes.
Maybe you start playing. You just try it and see. Just
I start a little bit and then I get push. because of my own insecure, or the insecure.
Yes, I understand. Yeah, so in a way, it's a training. You're learning in a certain way, and you just start with baby steps, not to push yourself to be suddenly over. You're just learning. So once you know you're learning, wonderful. Then you're just in that learning process. It's just like anything. Yeah, it's okay to learn. Yeah.
Thank you. And thank you all for speaking up for me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Everybody has their own perspective on this. No one knows for anybody else. Brigitte, while I have you, I said I could meet you tomorrow at 7. Is it possible to meet you either at 6 or 6:30? I forgot that I already have a session at 7.
No problem.
Okay, which would you like, 6 or 6:30?
6:30.
6:30, okay, then we have 25 minutes more or less. Till my session, I have it, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I have some very great news. I was just at the before I got here on the drip, I was at with the oncologist, and she examined my breast, and as I couldn't detect anything the last few days, she didn't know where to look. So she asked me, "Where's the tumor?" And I said, "Well, it's supposed to be on this side." And she said, "Can't find anything." So next week, when I have the MRI, truth will be revealed if everything that's happening is paying off. But right now, I'm a happy person with this.
Great.
Yeah. It's encouraging that all the work, especially this work we're doing, is paying off in the sense of contributing to.
Yeah. Thanks for sharing the news.
Yeah. So it's and I feel good, and I feel there's an anxiety about this still. I mean, so I would like to sit. Yeah.
And just look at that anxiety. Just really be present to it for a moment.
Mm-hmm.
And then honor it in some way that's trying to help you. And just check and see if it serves any useful function. If it's good for your health.
Well, it's kind of a heightened sense of awareness. The anxiety heightens my sense of awareness.
So if you spoke to a world one of the top tennis players in the world and asked them if being anxious served their tennis playing.
Yes, it would.
You reckon?
No. I mean, what I'm saying is, there is no. The stress doesn't serve anything. The anxiety
doesn't serve anything. Yeah,
no,
doesn't serve anything.
No.
So it's trying to help. So you can honor it.
Mm-hmm.
And you can just see, okay, look, it's understandable. We don't know what's happening. We don't know what's going to happen.
No.
We never know. And then there's somewhere there's this idea that getting anxious is useful or necessary.
Well, I have no idea around it, and it's just happening.
Yeah, and so then once it's just happening, then you're just present to it. Just say thank you. I don't particularly believe in you. And, it's like it's.
No, I understand. It's
Yeah.
And it's leaving the system right now.
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, let it come. You see it. Oh, that's anxiety.
Yeah.
I know you. Yeah.
I know you. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, York. Yeah, no worries. Okay, sweethearts. Oops, I just did something funny. Yes. Bas, thank you very much for hosting. Thank you, everybody, for showing up. Love, peace, beauty. Yeah. Ciao for now.